Well, I'm Dr. Sanjay Gupta. Welcome to the show. Today I'm taking a closer look at something that's become so closely woven into our lives, it's hard to imagine what we do without it. I'm talking about our cell phones. Now, most of us take it for granted that they're safe. Dr. Keith Black has been talking about this longer than many, but the voices joining him are becoming louder and more prominent. The city of San Francisco pushed for radiation warning labels on cell phones. The head of a prominent cancer research institute sent a memo to all employees urging them to limit cell phone use because of possible risk of cancer. The type of radiation coming out of your cell phone is called non-ionizing. It's not like an X-ray, but more like a very low-powered microwave oven.
What microwave radiation does, in the most simplistic term, is very similar to what happens to your food when you put your food in a microwave oven. It's essentially cooking the brain. In children, their skull is thinner, their scalp is thinner, so the microwave radiation can penetrate deeper into the brain of children and young adults. And their cells are dividing at a much faster rate, so the impact of the microwave radiation can be much larger.
Do you use either your cell phone, wireless game controller, or lap-held iPad for, say, 5 minutes a day? That's over 150 minutes a month exposure to the radiation from these devices. If you placed a cup of water in a microwave for 5 minutes, it will boil. Now, imagine what these microwaves from your phone or device is doing to your brain or organs. Did you know your head can heat up by 7 degrees in just 4 minutes by holding a cell phone to your ear? Now, imagine what is happening to your brain, testicles, ovaries, pancreas, eyes, ears, and other organs and cells when you place a device next to them for, say, 30 minutes a day. That is around 15 hours a month. Studies have shown many children spend over 2 hours a day placing these dangerous products close to unprotected organs and fully exposed to the EMR and EMF waves. Maybe we should just forget about reproduction from this generation.
Hi, I'm citizen journalist Juhi Chawla Mehta here. Radiation from cell towers which have been mushrooming up in our city, on top of residential buildings, near schools, on top of hospitals. The cause that I have been involved with and I would like to spread awareness about is the harm that this can do to our health. Living in front of a bunch of cell towers 24/7, whether you're sleeping, you're waking, whatever you're doing, all the time these rays are hitting you. Children, because their skull is thinner, these waves which are traveling can penetrate their skull.
According to the Spanish study, people who live within 300 meters of cell towers have an increase in these symptoms. Collectively, these symptoms are called electro-hypersensitivity. The symptoms in red are the ones we experience as we age, so I prefer to call this rapid aging syndrome. I'm not referring to rapid aging on the outside, I'm referring to rapid aging on the inside. Symptoms include poor sleep, confusion, chronic fatigue, chronic pain, anxiety, depression.
Who can say where the road goes, where the day flows? Only time. And who can say if your love grows as your heart shows? Only time.
This could be the first generation of children in the United States that lives less than its parents.
The electromagnetic radiation that radiates from our mobile phones and wireless electronic products bombard our bodies, putting stress on our energy system and vital organs, which can potentially affect our overall well-being and physical and mental performance. The test results show that the energy flowing to the organs of the body are stressed when a mobile phone emitting radiation is placed on the body.
Electrosmog has also been associated with degenerative diseases like diabetes, various neurological disorders, heart problems causing an irregular or rapid heart rate, blood disorders. It's been shown to affect sperm, and it has been associated with various types of cancers. Degeneration starts at our cells. What I learned is that my blood goes into rouleau formation when I use a computer or a mobile phone. This type of clumping interferes with the release of oxygen and the removal of waste products.
If you look at the health of the cell, the most important thing about the cell is the cellular membrane. And there's receptor sites on the cellular membrane. And these receptor sites literally keep bacteria out, viruses out, and they keep microwaves out. And what happens is when the microwaves start to come into the cell, the receptor sites shut down. And it's literally saying, stay out because you're toxic. We're seeing a lot of chronic fatigue and fibromyalgia syndromes. We have no idea why they're caused. They're caused by electropollution. Because after the cells become shut down from the wireless, when they shut down, they don't allow the wireless to come in, but they keep hormones out, they keep vitamins out, they keep minerals out, and waste products stay in the cell. So the cell ages prematurely. When that happens, there's an influx of bacteria, we call them microbes, into the cell. Then the voltage of the cell goes down and it becomes sick. This is why our bodies get sick. Heavy metals will do it, trans fats will do it, chemicals will do it, but wireless is the #1 cause of inflammation of these cells. And when this happens, people get sick. So they go to the doctor saying, oh, I'm wireless. No, they don't say that. They come in and say, I have headache, I have chronic fatigue syndrome, my muscles are screaming, I have no energy. I have heart disease, I have cancer. This is what the wireless causes over time.
We have an announcement finally on whether cell phones cause cancer. It's something that could affect all of us and our children. Scientists from the World Health Organization have been reviewing studies for the last week or so. I want to bring in our senior medical correspondent, Elizabeth Cohen, who joins us live with the findings. Essentially, what did they find?
The World Health Organization says that the radiation from mobile devices like cell phones is a possible carcinogen to humans. This is a very big deal because you and I have done segments about this before. Sure. It has gone back and forth. And this is really the first time that a large group, and it doesn't get any more sort of prestigious in many ways than the WHO, to say that it's a possible carcinogen.
In 2011, the World Health Organization changed the danger rating of mobile phones, reclassing it as possibly carcinogenic to humans, based on an increased risk of contracting a glioma, the type of brain tumor associated with using a mobile phone.
In Europe, cell phones are outlawed in the Scandinavian countries because scientists have determined that in children ages 5 to 18 have a much higher incidence of brain cancer than their age-controlled counterparts. greatest threat to health in this millennium is wireless technologies, without a doubt.
Have you ever noticed that there's a veritable epidemic of cancers?
And next year, cancer will be the biggest killer in the world. 50% of all American adults will be diagnosed with cancer next year. It's in this report. It's not me saying it.
Since the Industrial Revolution, the cancer rate today has risen to 1 in 2 ever since the year 2002. Are you getting that? I mean, 1 out of every 2 people would get cancer in their lifetime.
Who can say where the road goes, where the day flows? Only time. And who can say